Is hypnotherapy dangerous? Now, you've probably all seen some of those films with the evil hypnotherapist who's controlling people's minds, making them do things that they don't want to do. You've probably also seen some of those stage shows, some of those mentalist shows where they're using or purportedly using hypnosis to control people, to make them follow the will of the mentalist, of the hypnotist. And all those things are great entertainment, and there's a lot of method in what these people do. However, what is the reality? And it's really important to explain this, because these fears that people have about hypnotherapy are getting in the way of a lot of people tapping into what is an incredibly powerful method for making rapid and lasting change in their lives. And you wouldn't believe some of the things that I have heard from people. And what I want to do today in this video is to dispel some of those myths, to answer the question, so you've got a clear picture, so you can look objectively at whether this is something that might be right for you. So I'm Jonathan Butler. I am a clinical hypnotherapist. I am a RTT therapist working globally with clients. I've worked with thousands of clients in over 40 countries, helping people to get rid of a wide range of emotional and even physical issues in their lives. So what's the single biggest question that I get asked, the biggest fear that people have? It is this. It is a, will I lose control? Most of us have a fear of losing control. And some of those movies, some of those things that people have seen on stage shows make people worried that if they're in a session with me or with another hypnotist, hypnotherapist, that they are going to suddenly lose control, that they're going to do things that they don't want to do. So that's an understandable fear, but what's the reality behind that? Okay, so the reality is, it is exactly the opposite. When you are in a state of hypnosis, you are in a state of deep relaxation and deep focus, where you are totally in control. You're able to point your mind where you want to go. You're totally aware, you're totally in control. I really can't make you, even if I wanted to, say, do, think things that you didn't want to do. So when you're in that state of hypnosis, you are totally in control at all times. You can't be made to think, do, say anything that you don't want to do. Because for hypnosis, hypnotherapy to work, you have to want to be there. You have to want to make the change that you're asking me to make available to you. Okay, so you are totally in control at all times. In fact, you have more control because you are able to take control of your mind. That if you've come to work with me, you're probably struggling to control some elements of your mind. So you're actually gaining control. You are certainly not losing any element of control at any time. So the second fear that people have, and I get asked, is, can I get stuck in hypnosis? What happens if I get stuck there? I can't come out of it. Well, again, that simply cannot happen. That simply cannot happen. At the end of a session, you will come back into awareness. Some people will come back into the room just like that. Click of the fingers, they'll be back in the room. Some people, it takes them a little bit longer to come around. Sometimes people fall asleep, and then when they wake up, they're back in normal awareness. You cannot get stuck in hypnosis. And just to put this in context, what we're doing in hypnosis is we're taking you into a certain mind state where you are receptive. You're receptive to suggestion, you're receptive to change, and where you're able to be relaxed and focused. And we naturally have these different brain states all through the day. All through the day, our brain states are changing. So it's just a natural thing that we go in and out of different brain states. It's just allowing you to go into that state, which is an incredibly powerful state to take on board suggestions and to have that level of clarity and focus. So no, you cannot get stuck in hypnosis. The third worry, and it's kind of related to the first one, is, can you make me believe things that I don't want to believe? So are you going to somehow brainwash me into believing something? Can you make me feel something I don't want to do? Again, the answer to that is no, because to be in hypnosis, you have to be willing. You have to be a willing partner. You have to be there. You have to feel comfortable with me, but also you will only take on board the things that you want to hear, the things that you want to believe. So if I wanted to, as I said before, there is no way that I could make you believe something that you don't want to believe. And in fact, before a session, a big part of the preparation is asking you and being absolutely clear what it is you want to think and feel, what you want that change, how you want your future to be, and creating the way that you want to think and feel. And if I say something that's off course, that's incongruent with that, your mind is simply going to reject it and push it away. Okay, so you can't be made to do anything you don't want to say or do. And another question that I've been asked a couple of times actually is, aren't hypnotherapists evil? And seriously, I have been asked that question before. People have seen that in movies. Now, I know most of you don't think that, but I thought it's quite humorous to point this out. Because, of course, the reality is that everybody who wants to do something, to be any kind of therapist, wants to help people. We do this work because we want to help people. And people who are hypnotherapists do hypnotherapy because they've seen the power of hypnotherapy. A lot of hypnotherapists have previously practiced other kinds of therapies, counselors, talking therapists. I've even had a number of medics who've come to me and who have retrained to add hypnotherapy into what they do because they know how powerful this is. So hypnotherapists are people who want to help people, who find that doing this work is incredibly rewarding because it's, in my experience, simply far more effective than other kinds of therapies. So I hope you found that really, really useful. And if you'd like to ask more questions, please put them in the comments box. I will answer every question personally. If you like the video, please do subscribe, because I'm constantly putting new videos up there. And my next videos are going to be about how does it feel to be in hypnosis. And following that, I'm going to put up a video about what does it feel like after you've been in a hypnosis, a hypnotherapy, RTT session. I'll explain all the nuances between these things in another video. But if you'd like to learn more about what hypnotherapy is, how it can work for you, how it feels, please subscribe and you'll get instant access to my newest, latest videos. So if you're interested in understanding more about what I do, please visit me at www.myfitmind.co.uk. You can probably see it up there on the screen in the top corner, MyFitMind. So it's www.myfitmind.co.uk. So I'm Jonathan. Thanks for listening and look forward to seeing you in the next video.